What's going on, health coaches? So today is going to be one of the most impactful videos I've probably made yet, because I'm going to be sharing how I went from a stage 4 cancer survivor to a health coach that has now transformed thousands of lives. Now during this video, I'm going to help you as a health coach to learn how to attract more quality leads into your health coaching program. I'm going to help you to dial in on your sales calls and to create incredible client fulfillment, creating amazing testimonials, a ton of referrals, and most importantly, powerful client transformations. So with that being said, let's dive right into the video. So here we go. Let's dive right in to my exact blueprint of how I used my story as a stage 4 cancer survivor to help transform thousands of lives as a health coach. And my whole objective here today is to do the exact same thing for you, sharing you step by step how I was able to do that. And our whole premise of the video here is to help you attract more quality leads into your program, dial in on your sales calls, build an impactful coaching program, which is going to lead to more powerful client transformations and testimonials. And then the thing that we all want for our business is reoccurring revenue. So with that being said, let's jump right on into it. All right. So when it comes to your health coaching business, there's really only 3 key pillars that you need to focus on. That is your marketing, your sales, and your client fulfillment. And what we're going to do is we're going to go step by step of teaching you the marketing aspect of it, the sales aspect, and then the client fulfillment part, and how I was able to really maximize each pillars of my coaching program using these 3 things. So first thing we'll start off with today is going to be our mission statement. Then we're going to dive right into content creation, then going into ads, and then additional connections as well. After that, we'll jump right into the sales aspect of it, where we're going to go to how to pre-qualify our clients, how to build authority on the calls, and then how to handle client objections. And then lastly, we're going to dive into our client fulfillment, which is how to enroll our clients, how to build a client success map, how to create an incredible culture into your community. And then lastly is how to have continuation to build that reoccurring revenue and reoccurring clients for your coaching program. All right, diving right into the mission statement. Very simple. I'm going to keep things simple today. I'm going to keep them straightforward with you guys so we don't overcomplicate the process. Last thing I want to do is give you a bunch of information, have information overload, and then you don't even know what to do with it. So let's just start off with the very basics of all of this. And that is, how do you create a basic mission statement? First, you are going to go with the who. So who do you help? Then you're going to go with the what. What struggle are they facing? And then you're going to finally finish off with the outcome. What outcome can you provide them? So for example, how I helped thousands of cancer survivors was, my mission statement was I help cancer survivors, which is who do you help? And then it goes, who lost strength after chemotherapy, radiation, and surgeries? What struggle were they facing? They were facing losing strength. And then I help them build back lean muscle in just 90 days. So I help cancer survivors who lost strength after chemo, radiation, and surgeries build back lean muscle in just 90 days. See how specific that is? You need to make sure that you niche down. So you can't just say, I help individuals, or I help, women, or I help men. Be more specific. Say, I help moms, or I help young adults, or I help young men struggling this or that. Get specific with that, and then get specific with what they're struggling with, and then the exact outcome that they're looking to provide with that. So with that being said, here are just a few testimonials that I've been able to use through this mission statement. So number 1 is Zach. Zach is a stage 3 testicular cancer survivor. Now, Zach, first on the left, you see he was just finishing chemo. He started working with me, and then next thing you know, he ran his first 5K. Then he dialed in on his workouts and nutrition, and he started to build his strength. He started to, look leaner. He started to also just get into better overall shape as well. So that's just one transformation. Next is going to be Stephanie. Stephanie, here you go on the left. She just finished chemotherapy. And then on the right, look at this. She's absolutely lean. She's absolutely ripped. And she was working with me for a few months, building strength, building up her health and feeling just so much more confident in the things that she's doing. So those are just two quick testimonials of many clients that I've worked with over the years who've gone through cancer. So the next step in my process after I built a mission statement was then content creation. I'm going to tell you right now, content creation is vital for your clients to see. We're going to get into the ad section because in order to get attraction to your, to who you are, you need to build the right content connection. And really there's 3 pillars again to building the right content. The first one is going to be value, second is going to be connection, and third is going to be proof. And there's more than Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, but as you can see here, I actually built a Facebook group, and it is now close to 7.5K members. And I built that a couple of years ago, and I've been able to use that to, help and, really transform thousands of lives just through that group alone, let alone just my coaching program. So diving into it, let's jump right into value. So what is value content? So when you post value content, first thing is you want to give away the farm. What that means is you're sharing tactical value and you are giving everything you have away. Just give it away to them like what I'm doing here. Just give everything away because it's not about the information, it's about the implementation. If you give all the information away, they're gonna be like, holy cow, if he's giving all this information away, imagine what he can do for me once I get into the program. Because your goal as a coach is not to just give them information. They know a lot of the information. It's the implementation aspect, the accountability, the relationships that you build throughout the program, the small victories you help them win, the community you get them in. So give away a ton of value so that they have this know, like, and trust factor with you, which is going to be the next thing that we jump into, which is going to be our connection. That is know, like, and trust. Share your story and transformation. The reason you're on here is because you have an incredible story. You have a life-changing experience that you want to use to help transform your clients' lives. So you must do that through connection, and how you connect with them is by sharing it through your mindset, through your body, through your purpose, whatever that transformation you went through, and sharing it with those key aspects that your clients need help with. So if you're helping clients through building lean muscle, share how you built lean muscle throughout whatever story or experience or transformation you had to go through in life. For me, when I said I helped them build lean muscle, I shared how I went from 110 pounds and a matter of 8 months after being 185 pounds before that as a healthy personal trainer, going through chemo, going through multiple surgeries, going through a coma, having to learn to walk again. And I dropped down to this 110 pound, person, like kind of a shell of myself. And then I gained all that weight back and more. And I was able to be strong, healthy. And that was how I used my connection. Next is going to be your proof. Use testimonials as a way to attract people in. If you don't have testimonials right away, just share your personal wins. So what you want to do is say, okay, here's my journey, but here's the wins that I've had. Here's the wins that I've had the past weeks, the past months, the past years, and share those results. You want to eventually, once you start sharing your information and you start getting in the right clients, and then you transform your clients, you get testimonials, and then it's more and more proof that you are the right person for that client. So that is the way of content creation: value, connection, and proof. All right, guys. So the next section here is going to be ads. And when it comes to our ads, this is probably one of the most important aspects of getting leads into our ecosystem. So our whole premise of ads here is to get eyeballs into our content that we've created. So once you dial in your mission statement, once you have some content of the exact things that you want to share to your audience, what these ads are going to do is bring that audience to your content, nurture them, and then they will want to probably book a call and then be qualified to want to work with you. So don't think that ads are going to be like an end all be all where you post out an ad and you get all these people that just want to book a call with you. And we're going to dive into this to where I don't even think you should ever have a direct book a call. Instead, you're going to want to have them either come to your page, go to your direct messages, or really just kind of look at your content in some way or form. So with that being said, here's how we're going to dive into the ads. And as you can see on the right, we're also having an example ad that I've created that is going to help you, that is going to really dial in on these three key aspects of building a really qualified and proven ad to help attract the right people into your coaching and into what you have to offer for them. So number one is going to be the hook. Now the hook is the most important aspect of your ad. The hook should be about 3 to 5 seconds of really capturing the attention of your audience. And when I share my ad here, you'll see why and how you can really capture your audience. Number two is going to be your body. So what you want to do in the body of this is like kind of the main part of it, is after you captured their attention and they're watching more, you want to reiterate your ideal avatar, so the kind of mission statement behind it, and then show social proof of how you did it, or of testimonials of how your clients have transformed throughout your program as well. And then lastly is that call to action. Like I said, don't go directly for the kill. Do not put a book a call here, come sign up with me, because it's going to feel salesy, it's going to feel sleazy, and they're going to just never want to actually book that call with you. So like I said, either bring them straight to your Instagram or your YouTube or some type of social media content, or have them come into a direct message where you have them have like a one word, like, if this is something that resonates with you, use the word story, and I will give you a VSL, and you don't have to say VSL, girl. I will give you a free masterclass on how you can, transform your life after X, Y, and Z, and be very specific with it. And that is where the VSL comes into play, which we'll talk about here in, a couple of slides later. So with that said, I'm going to show you the ad really quick, and then we're going to walk through the hook, the body, and the call to action. So I will start and pause at certain points just to show you the key aspects of each thing. From stage 4 cancer to a 2-week coma, to having to learn to walk and relive my entire life all over again. Okay, that was the first 3 to 5 seconds. If you notice, I used my story. If you have an inspiring story, which is what you have here, because this is why you're watching it, use your inspiring story to attract them. So I said from stage 4 cancer to a 2-week coma to having to learn to walk again. And if you notice, I also put, if you're a health coach with an inspiring story, that is entailing, okay, I'm a health coach with an inspiring story, and holy cow, this person has one too. Let me listen some more. So here we go with the body. This is how I used my story to help transform thousands of lives. Now, if this is something that resonates with you and you are a health coach who has an incredible story and an amazing life-changing experience that you want to use to attract high-quality clients into your health coaching system, all you need to see how I did a quick and a really quick body here where I showed proof that I've helped thousands of people through my Facebook group that I created with 7,500 members in it. I also said, are you a health coach with an inspiring story, something that you want to use to help and attract high quality clients into your system? So that is really reiterating your ideal avatar and then showing social proof that you've done it as well. So then lastly is going to be our call to action. Do is follow down below, check out my content, and I will teach you exactly how to do the same thing for your coaching business as well. All right. So it was as simple as that. I said, if this is something that resonates with you, give me a follow, check out my content. And it's a very soft invite of, hey, just check out my content. Let's see what we have. Remember, it generally takes about 7 touch points before somebody's going to really want to work with you. So when you build out an ad and you say, come to my profile, as long as you have your mission statement and your content dialed in, they're going to start going through all your content. They're going to want to know about, your story. They're going to want to know about what you have to offer. They're going to want to know about your transformation. If you have testimonials or other people you've helped, they're going to want to know all about that. And all you need to do is just continue to create content from there. All you need is one killer ad that works. And if you watch, mine was 30 seconds and it was to the point, it was direct, because nowadays a lot of people have very low attention span. So you want to generally make it short unless you feel like you have a ton of really valuable attention grabbing information in your ad. So with that being said, that is how you create a killer ad. That is how you really capture your clients' attentions, and you can help them go to that next level where they start to see your content and really get into your ecosystem and know more about your health coaching program. Now we are going to work on some pre-qualifying. So here's what we're going to do with the pre-qualifying. When it comes to pre-qualifying, we are going to focus on these things: DMs, VSL, email automation, a questionnaire, and a thank you page. So starting off with the DMs, one thing you can do from your ads is you can send them to your DM saying, instead of me saying, hey, check out my Instagram profile, all you have to say is, if this is something that resonates with you and you are ready to take that next step and you would like, to check out more, click the link down below and type in story, and I would love to share with you some more information. And what that information will be is what is called a VSL. So what you're going to send them is just a 10 to 15 minute value-packed video about your program. Kind of like what I'm doing right here. A value-packed information about my program, exactly how you do it. From that VSL, then what you can do is you can capture their email. So if they send you, say, hey, story, I want more about information, you say, okay, here's the link. All they have to do is type in their name and their email, and you give them the VSL. So what you can do then is, once you capture their email, you can use something such as MailChimp, and you can create a sequence for them. And what you can do is, once they get the VSL, they also get, for the next 3 days, additional information. Or if you don't want to do that, every week when you create a new YouTube video or you have some information you want to send out, you have an email list of them that you can put them on and have them automated to. Now, this is something you don't have to really worry about in the beginning. Don't worry about the email too much. Really, you don't even need to worry about a VSL right this second. I mean, yes, it'll pre-qualify them, but really you just need to build content, create some ads, and have them get to know, like, and trust you more. And all they're going to want to do is they're going to eventually just want to book a call with you, because what you want to do is have a call to action. Say most of your call to actions are going to be through your YouTube videos. So what you want to do is set your profile link up to where you have a link to your YouTube. And once they see your Instagram, they see who you are, and they see you have a YouTube channel, they're going to check out YouTube. And then as you build content, they're going to want to eventually book a call, because you're going to have a call to action in your description and at the end of your video. So what you're going to do is, if they do want to book a call with you, and the best way to do that is through Calendly, you can then create a questionnaire for them. This is also going to pre-qualify them. So create a simple questionnaire before booking a call. So what you're going to want to do here is set up like 5 easy questions for them to answer about your program that will qualify them before they get on the call, so that if they don't fill it out, they can't book the call. After that, if you want to take it a step further, you can put together a thank you email or a thank you page. So what that's going to do is, after you set up your Calendly and you have them book a call, there is a way to directly send them on over to either a thank you page, or you can use MailChimp once again after you've captured their email from them booking a call with you, because they're going to have to put their name and their email in. You can have an automated email with a thank you email saying, hey, thank you for booking a call. And you can already put details in there, such as handling objections, such as things to prepare for the call, and have them most ready so that when they get on the call, they're not asking a million questions that are not useful to you helping them get the results they want and completing the sales. All right. After that, when we get on the sales call, we have to learn to build authority. So the first thing that you can do to build authority is set the tone. Be friendly. It's okay to have like a minute or so conversation, ask who they are, kind of get to know them, things like that. but then make sure that it doesn't drag on, and you want to keep it business for the most part, meaning you don't want to let them go off on tangents and start talking about their life stories and talking about their families and all these things, because that is not going to get either of you efficient calls together and efficient results throughout what you're trying to accomplish. And the next thing is you need to ask deep questions about their struggles. So the better questions you can ask them and then just listen, the better results you're going to get, because then you can help them with providing the vision and emotional outcome. So we're not here to just sit down and give them all of the answers, because that could take forever. If we sit down and write a tailored plan for them, a tailored nutrition plan, a tailored work plan, that's not going to help them. What we need to do is provide a vision and an emotional outcome. So what we want to do is say, hey, if I can provide this workout plan for you, if I can help you achieve this in 90 days, what your mission statement is, if I can help you build that lean muscle, how are you going to feel? What is it that you're gonna emotionally feel, physically feel, mentally feel, spiritually feel, and what kind of vision is that going to allow you to have moving forward? You're going to have more confidence moving forward. It's going to help you with your family. It's going to help you with your career. It's going to help you with every aspect of your life. So you want to provide the vision and emotional outcome, not the actual specific answers to the problem, because it's going to take way too long, and that's what you do on the actual coaching calls. All right, next is handling the objections. So we have money, we have our spouse, we have time, and the last thing is create urgency, which isn't the objection, that is to help with the objection. So first thing is they usually will tell you is, I don't know if I can afford this because I have other expenses, and I have a family and all this stuff. And the best way you can explain to them is that your health is your number one asset in your life. Without your health, then how are you going to be able to take care of your family? How are you going to be able to have the energy and the focus and the confidence in your job, in your business? So you show them the vision, show them why money isn't a factor and why actually it's going to save them and make them more money in the long run. Second is the spouse. And it's okay, I will say this, it's okay to have the spouse in the conversation as long as those two aren't going to be fighting or bickering the whole time while they're on the call. If she's going to sit down or he's going to sit down and listen, and you know that, and they know that they are ready to embark in this journey, this is good, because they're going to be with each other more than anybody else. So to have them on that call and to talk through it with them as a coach is a great thing. And then lastly is their time. Once again, time with family, time at their job. I don't have time to get to the gym, X, Y, and Z. And you need to let them know about the long-term time, when they become a grandparent, when they want to start doing things in their 60s and 70s, when they retire, if they have a job, or the quality of time that they're going to be able to have as they get older. You need to give them that long-term vision so that they can realize that the short-term vision is not something that they have to worry about, because that long-term vision of time, energy, and attention towards the people they love and the things they want to do is going to way outweigh the things on the short period of time. And then lastly is creating urgency. Now, I'm not saying that you have to push them so hard that they're just going to leave the call and be super upset because you just try to push them into the coaching program. No, but you need to have some urgency of, if they're on the fence of it, let them think about it, but give them 24 hours and have them come back to you. And one thing you can do is have them put down a $200 or $300 down deposit, so that they are committed to it. So having a small deposit down will make sure that they're committed to it. And you can tell them, hey, if this isn't working for you and this isn't, then you'll get your money back. But it allows them to stay more accountable throughout the whole thing. So that is what can create some urgency. All right, now we're on to our last part of it, and that is enrollment. So when it comes to your enrollment of your client, there's a couple of things, but the three main things I like to focus on is, number one, before they get enrolled, is figuring out, you need to make sure you have a payment processor, of course. So whether it's Stripe or PayPal, if you're a coach and you're a health coach and you have an LLC, you should already have a payment processor down. But make sure you have your payment processor down with an invoice that you can send to them. Number 2 is making sure you have an onboard email or call that they can immediately do so they can immediately take action and not feel like, oh my gosh, I just made this huge purchase and he doesn't have anything for me. You don't have to have these massive courses or anything, but have them booked their first call with you, send them an email so that they have actionable steps to move forward. And then 3 is in a client agreement form. Make sure, I use this on JotForm, where I've just created a basic agreement form so that it's an actual contract to where if they, for some reason, try to leave you or something like that and say that you scammed them or whatnot, you have this contractual agreement that they signed, as well as you, to let them know that you guys are both in this together. And if you break it, okay, they get their money back. And if they break it and nothing was wrong on your end, you are safe and secure. All right. Next is going to be our client success map. So the first thing we want to do, and this is going to get diving deep into the actual program, is you need to have an assessment/goal sheet. With all of my clients, hundreds of clients that I've worked with, I always sit down and either have an assessment sheet or we sit down for 10 to 15 minutes and talk about our goals and specific things that can help them achieve to where they want to go. Next is going to be our tailored plans. Once you have your goal sheet and assessment around them, you can then build tailored nutrition and workout plans for them, because that is going to help them. Do not just have broad plans that you put for every single person. It's okay to have like a grocery list or things like that, but you need to have tailored plans to get to their specific needs. And then building a relationship and celebrating client wins is vital to holding them accountable and keeping them excited and motivated throughout the journey, because there's going to be times where they fall back, they don't reach out to you, and they feel discouraged and they feel like, oh my gosh, I'm unworthy to talk to my coach. I'm done. I'm going to be done for, the next few months, and then maybe I'll try it again. Celebrate, have this big vision, and then have small wins in between to get to that big vision, and make sure that you guys are celebrating it together and that you start to learn and match your client's energy. When you can match your client's energy, you can then build that successful relationship with them. All right. And then lastly here is going to be our coaching culture. So actually second to last thing. So is going to be our coaching culture. There's 3 things when it comes to your coaching, and that is one-on-one and group coaching. That is courses/academies, however you want to put it. And lastly is building out the community. If you can dial in on these 3 things in your coaching program, you will master your success as building an incredible culture. Because in order to really have success for your clients, if your first couple of clients you're going to need to do one-on-one with, as you go to 5 or 10, then what you can do is you can delegate some of your coaching calls by hiring another coach, and then you do more group coaching calls. That saves you time so that you can create more content and work on the business instead of always working in the business. Next is building courses, which is also going to free up your time, because what you're going to be able to do with these courses is you're going to be able to write out a map for them, an exact map from point A to point B that they can use without you having to spend all the time to be telling them this, so that when they hop on these calls, they already have actionable steps of where they need to go. And then lastly is, as you build 5, 10, 15 people, you guys can use Slack channels, you can use Facebook groups, whatever it is to build an incredible community. As you can see, I had almost 7,500 people in my Facebook group, and the amount of support, love, and help from one another has been absolutely incredible to see. And that is the power of a community. All right. Now, the last thing we're going to talk about here is client continuation. Now, our whole goal with this is to build an incredible program, transform our clients' lives, and have them continue in the program, and also be able to have continuous revenue for our program without having to constantly worrying where our next clients are coming. And this is how you can do this. Number 1 is going to be always improving your program. So improving your program by updating your courses and by delegating your tasks to different people, whether that's people in the actual business as coaches, whether that is around the business, such as sales, marketing, things like that, and always improving it and always making it better. Because the second you stay stagnant and you stop improving your coaching business is when you will stop making your money. Next is going to be weekly group coaching calls. This was huge. So when you start doing weekly group coaching calls, people are going to want to stay with you because they're going to know that every single week we have some type of value from a coach that is giving us help in a certain area. So you can have a nutrition coach, you can have a personal trainer coach, you could have a sleep expert, whatever it is that you need that is going to help your clients achieve those goals. And then lastly, or second last, is going to be hybrid coaching. This is huge, guys. So what I've learned through hybrid coaching is you start off with an onboarding purchase, which it can be $2,000, $3,000, $5,000. Well, and what they're going to do is that's going to be their first month or 2 months pay. After that, they get their one-on-one coachings with you. They can then go into what's called, subscribership or a monthly membership. And what that is they can stay with the community. They can stay into the group coaching calls, and you give them a low fee of like $250 to $500 every single month. And that's where the group coaching calls, that's where the course updates are coming into play. So that as long as you're doing those calls, as long as you're doing those courses, they feel like they should stay into the group. And you don't have to do any more one-on-one calls with them, but you can continue to do the group coaching calls, and they're paying a monthly fee to stay with you. And that is continuous revenue as you build your clientele. Say you have 100 clients, you do $500 a month for that. That right there is going to give you $50,000 of reoccurring revenue just through 100 clients into your coaching program at $500 a month. That is incredible. And you don't have to worry where your next clients are coming from. That is the power of a hybrid coaching. And then lastly is our testimonials and referrals. As you build those testimonials and you build those referrals, that is where you're going to get continuation. I truly believe the power of referrals is where a business thrives, because those referrals are going to be your absolute most qualified people that come into your program, because they're getting referred to by somebody who's already been in there. They're sharing their testimonial to their friend or family or somebody they know, and that person already likes, and trusts them. So them getting on a sales call with you is just like, hey, just tell me what this is about. As long as it helps me, I'm in. And you're done. Sometimes you don't even have to have a sales call with them. So that is the power of client continuation. All right, guys. So of course I couldn't end the session with at least giving you some type of incredible offer here. So if you are ready to attract more leads, dial in on your sales calls, create massive client results and reoccurring revenue for your health coaching business, let's hop on a free strategy call. All you got to do on this YouTube video is just go down to the description below and just click the book a call section. And I'd love to hop on a call with you and just learn more about your business, learn more about your story, most importantly, and how you want to utilize that to help transform others' individuals' lives. So I hope this video gave you a ton of insight, guys. I hope this video helped you guys so much by just giving you exact blueprints of the marketing aspect, the sales aspect, and the client fulfillment aspect of it, and how it can really help and impact your business as well. So once again, if you guys are ready to really take action, use your story, use your life-changing experience to craft an incredible coaching program and to start attracting the highest quality leads into your business, once again, book down below. It'll be a free strategy session. I'd love to help you out and see how we could potentially even work further in the future. So thanks again, guys, and we'll chat soon.